Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to another episode of World of Goo. I'm feeling a little down because I actually already played through all of this, the part that is that we are supposed to cover this episode, and recorded it actually, but that failed because my microphone wasn't plugged in, so they used the computer's mic, which if you ever use a computer mic, you know they suck. And as such, I actually lost all of that footage, as well as some footage from Terraria. I actually mined a bunch of Hellstone and got the Molten Armor, and had like a 45-minute video of that, and then realized the audio was worthless. I mean, incomprehensible worthless. Like, I couldn't even tell what I was saying. So that was disappointing, to say the least. But, nonetheless, I guess it'll be okay, although it still is kind of depressing and disappointing. At the very least, though, we will get through these same challenges, and probably quicker, actually, due to the fact that I've played through it earlier today. It's also really late right now. It's like midnight. No, it's way later than that. It's like 2 a.m. right now. Where I am, so I'm a little tired as well. So yeah, feeling a little bit down about that. Oh gosh, watch out for those spikes. Oh gosh, have to hit one of these guys. I wonder if we can move this guy. Ooh. Not so good. Lost a few of them over there, but I guess it doesn't matter too much if we lose that part of stuff. Yeah, anyway, so this mission's pretty easy. Well, it's a little annoying, but it's not that bad. It's essentially just the same frog extend his tongue thing across here kind of premise, you know, and avoid certain death. A few guys lost. Well, that was almost bad. I'm sorry if I'm being a little, what's the word? Can't think of the word. A little quick in... Oh, I got the OCD. Sweet. Alright, well, we got OCD award for that level. Yeah, but, so we got through in a sufficient number of moves in time, so it wasn't too bad. Not my favorite level, but not too bad. I got the OCD award there. So, the third wheel. This one's a pretty easy level, although a little tedious. Essentially what you have to do is build up this... You have these little guy. This sign just talks about how the little yellow goo ball is a very rare type of goo ball, and it sends out these spikes that attach to things and don't release until you detach it from the other goo balls. So what we'll do is we'll actually pull up your goos this way, and essentially you use this to connect it, and with that to climb up this thing. And the danger is up here there's a third one of these guys that is a pink one. You'll be able to see it in just a second here, and it has spikes all over it, and this says how the prettiest ones are the deadliest. So basically you have to go around twice though. Oh, man down. Ouch. So you get these guys, and they'll come in handy a little bit later on to avoid the spikes. So basically what you do is you take the yellow guy and attach the goos to the pink spiky ball of death via these, there's 4 save points, and so you have to just hit one of those. I will probably get this one, just based on when this is going to be in alignment and stuff. Oops, oh dear. Oh god. Well, crap. Have to retry that level. Sorry about that, guys. Really blows. But, yeah, sorry about that, guys. I told you I'm feeling a little off. We had a test today in school that didn't go so well for me either. So that's also kind of throwing me off. So please don't be too off-put by my being slightly out of at less than optimal. Okay, that was close. We almost lost him there. If we had lost that again, I think I might have just called the episode because that would just be too much frustration for... Oh, I should have clicked one of these guys earlier. I didn't even think about that. Oh. Yeah, well, I think we have enough to get on by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, a little close. Yeah, let's go for it. Worst case scenario, we'll just have to, you know. Well, worst case scenario, actually, we'll lose the level. Which would be really annoying. Okay, well, that didn't work. Get one of these guys. And another one of those guys. See, guys, that almost turned out very badly, but somehow managed to get saved. So here's hoping that this will be enough. I believe that the yellow guy can't go through the thing. It also won't go towards him with the suction. So let's hope we got enough guys. Okay, we had enough. Just barely made it that level, guys. I asked me, but I was getting frustrated there, and if it hadn't turned out so good, I probably would have just done an episode there because too much frustration, you know. And so again, sorry if I'm sounding a little down, just because I was feeling that way from my recording frustrations earlier. This is a pretty easy level, though. Essentially, you have to take this yellow thing, again, and stick it to this bulge in the U-shaped rotating thing, bobber. This pipe up here is out of your reach, except if you use the fact that the goo balls float to your advantage by, at the bottom of this trough here, releasing them. They get sucked up the thing. You follow. And where did that guy go? We need him again. Oh, that's a pain. Oh, that's awesome. One quick thing. It says in the distance, be careful. And this is a message from Mom, which will come into play in the game very shortly. Oh, and by the way, guys, not that this is terribly matters, but I'm actually feeling a little bit better already from, oh, we're so close. Oh no, oh no. That's not where it should be. Ah, frustrating. Yeah, so, recording issues can be really, really frustrating. Especially when I recorded an episode, like a long episode of this and a long episode of Terraria, both of which got erased. And at least for this, I can refilm the stuff. But with Terraria, I mean, you know, it wasn't that action-packed an episode, but I did mine a lot of Hellstone, which, I mean, you know, I thought at least was sort of interesting. Okay, that didn't work. Well, while we're waiting, I'm going to read this sign here, where the sign painter is, like, drowning. Okay, stop bouncing. I'm going to time this correctly, so hopefully this next pass will finish the level. Oh, gosh, because otherwise it's just really getting on my nerves. Oh my gosh, come on. Right. So that's frustrating. Very, very, very frustrating. My frustration scale right now, I mean, if there were such a thing, would be at about a 7.5 level of frustration. Probably a lot of it's my own fault, but just, you know, it's not. Well, anyways, I don't want to bother you guys with that, though, so I'll focus on the game. So let's release the goose, and there we go. Thank goodness we beat the level after like 5 tries at it. I think my frustration is getting in the way of my game playing. But, well, on the positive side, though, I beat all these levels probably an hour ago. So that opens up this next level up here, which is the exploding head one. This is kind of a challenging level because there's this this mine up here and this big robot head. Essentially, this sign just talks about how this is the last of these old, antiquated robots, and how you have to blow it up essentially to get to the next pipe. And then up here, there's another sign talking about this mine here that's an illegal explosive. So it's a little bit of a problem there. Basically, what you do in this level is you build a tower. Trying to whatever degree you can to avoid the rotating robot head, because it will kill you, or well, it will kill whatever views you have if your goose come in contact with it, and obviously having your goose die is suboptimal. So try to build a big, strong foundation. And then a nice big overlapping area right here that doesn't fall down. So once you are able to do that, you can do the same thing on the opposite side. Because basically what that allows you to do is to have the 2 towers meet in the middle. Which is desirable, you know. Okay. So we gotta be very careful, because that's really close. You know, and of course, if you hit the wrong thing with your goose and one of them pops, it can be catastrophic for all of them. You don't want to do that, so to whatever degree possible, build a nice, strong foundation. Oh gosh, oh gosh. Oh, that was almost very bad. I think I saw one on fire, so that might have been an accident or something, but trying to get these guys over here. The goos aren't the smartest things ever, so you have to use the whistle to pull them up the side you're building on. Which can be frustrating. They usually go towards whatever's the tallest. And so as quickly as possible, try to stabilize this little structure here. That's not what I meant to do. And you see that little bug there? It's still whistling over there. It was still whistling. Huh. Well, that's certainly odd. Okay, well, hopefully this doesn't come crashing down on top of me. It shouldn't be as much of an issue now that we have cleared a bunch of things. Essentially, all you have to do is just get enough of these up here that they connect to that guy. Because once you connect to him, he can catch on fire, and then that's not so bad after. So then you have to take one of these guys and set them on fire. This will destroy, of course, all of the ones that you have, which that fucking sucks. But, as soon as he's on fire, you drop this, and then all you have to do is build a few of them up here, collect what we can. Oops, I didn't need to do that. And we're done. Level complete. So it's a pretty easy level, it just takes a little bit of time to do. And a lot of moves, 82 moves is quite a few. So that brings us to the second to last level of this one. This one I think is a very fun level. In this level, what you have to do is a pretty simple task. It's to build a bridge across using these sticky walls. There's a sign here, I believe, saying that it's just a burning, nasty smell from this burning garbage dump. And this one here just says that the walls are sticky. So essentially what you have to do is build a bridge across using the flammable goos. The flammable goos are important in this one just because you have to light something on fire. Is the basic premise. And you have a lot of them and they're expendable. Especially because they're going to be destroyed very shortly in the level. The white goos come into play soon. Basically what you have to do is you're building a bridge across with the flammable goos. Which you will then connect that across with the white goos to sort of serve as the permanent bridge that will stay there after. Oh boy, gotta be careful. It's a structural weak point right there. Oh, it's close. Okay. We have connection. And stabilize that a little bit. Okay, so basically, once you have this bridge in place, you need to then place your mines next to these two breakable blocks. And you got to make sure that the mines are connected to flammable blocks, because if they're not connected to flammable blocks, then you can't light them. Now, the main goal is to get these pink ones across, and obviously the flammable bridge will be destroyed, so you have to connect these few white ones over here to the few over here. So, and that's a pretty easy task once you already have the infrastructure in place of the flammable ones, especially because the white ones will bind to like everything. So essentially you can just use a few of the white goos, just being sure that each white goo connects to another one. And fortunately, because this bridge doesn't have to be like super powerful, strong, or anything, you can, in fact, just make it one goo thick and just make sure there's a connected chain all the way across this way, and then use some of the extra goos you have down here to light the fuse. I would need one more, I guess. And this should start a quick chain reaction. And if you mess up the bridge, you can always go back using one of these guys. It's going to light this guy on fire and he'll blow up. And same over here. Boom. All of these guys will come across, thankfully. And then all you have to do is build build up. And you don't have to be careful about it or anything, because after all, the only ones you can suck up are the pink ones. The rest of them just stay there. So that's 15. I thought there was 16. Yeah, there's one more guy. We don't need him, but I'm gonna... Come on. Come on, dude. This one's being stubborn. So... Can't say the goos are all that smart. The AI is suboptimal. Alrighty. So I believe that brings us to the final episode, or final challenge in this one, which is the product launcher. They're launching the Z product, and so basically what you are doing here is part of their New Year's celebration of the product launch. So pretty easy, just pull those guys off and kind of watch what happens. These giant goo balls get chomped up and the poor green ones die. Just sad. And they all funnel through here and go up into this Z-shaped thing. This big, cracked Z-shaped block. Once enough of them get up there, they'll start waking up the flammable guys. And this is pretty simple. You just build a very simple tower, and you can use the... I mean, you can build a more detailed tower if you like, but I'm just using the balloons to get it across. Once you light the fuse, that's really all that matters. So you have plenty of extra goos. There's no real challenge to this level. And these goos, when they're lit, will in turn light these goos in here. And once the whole Z is lit, it will actually explode the block behind it in typical World of Goo style, and then something very strange happens. A giant cannon, which turns out to be a gun, with the letter Z written on it, comes out with a hand, of course. And just sit there and watch and see what happens next, because it's quite interesting. So, as the gun raises, it fires off a ridiculous... well, you'll see. This is just crazy. It shoots out a giant green laser, making a giant green square in the sky. And everyone watching is just like, what is that? And then they start worrying because they realize it's falling back down towards the ground, towards them, and panic ensues. Needless to say, it collides with the world, and something very strange happens. The entire world gets digitalized into 3D. But a problem is that the goos aren't 3D, they're 2D, and so that becomes a problem, because it says, well, right here, it says, warning, you appear to be incompatible with the world. So, our next destination, therefore, is the Information Superhighway, which will be the beginning of Chapter 4. So that's it for Chapter 3, guys. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. Be sure to like and subscribe. Until next time, take care. Later.